YCS I'm in Danger has come to a close. I think it's a very appropriate time to have a YCS discussion followed by a metagame discussion. So, beginning this on Sunday night and then in the AM, we're going to get that fantastic yikes metagame discussion up before some other YouTubers can get me to it for once. So without further ado, y'all know Danger FTK exists. Well, it's time to talk about it even more. Alright, let's dig into the YCS Niagara balls discussion, shall we? So we're going to be borrowing some diagrams over here from Carl on Show's store. Really love the work they do on Facebook for the community. They definitely provide a lot more visually appealing things, and they definitely one of the best useful places to go for information. So YCS, first thing that we need to understand here is top 32. Top 32, I had a video on Saturday. It was talking about Thunder Dragons, how a lot of the community was talking about that the deck wasn't going to do a lot. And I think a lot of people were just trying to say this just to get initial card prices to go down and things like that, kind of spark fear so that, well, you know, if people think the deck's going to be shit, well, it's not going to do anything. Initially, when the deck started coming out, kind of started looking at things, started looking at Gold Strike at 1, and the OCG was like, this deck might not perform. And then after kind of looking at more of the combos, watching a few things earlier last week, as more people got the deck in their hands, was like, you know what, besides Altergeist, this deck should have a pretty decent matchup, besides, you know, the occasional Widow Anchor. And it goes to prove in top 32 here, this is ridiculous. We have the highest represented deck being 9 Thunder Dragons. Let that sink in for a second here. 9 of your top 32. You remember when we were complaining about Sky Strikers being the best deck out of last format, and everyone was losing their goddamn mind? They're like, oh no, I hate Sky Strikers, like the deck needs to be checked. Well, evidently, Thunder Dragons here coming in with a much higher visual representation. Like, Jesus, man. Like, this is nuts to me. Second most represented deck was 8 Goki. All this kind of... So, when I'm looking at the way things were going in Top Cut, Thunder Dragons, if they go first, stop Goki from searching, stop Sky Striker from searching, and a few other really cute things that deck can do, producing these relatively large boss monsters. That's good, right? Like, that's what we want to see. But how consistent is it? Well, it's evidently pretty damn consistent. I mean, we saw a lot of people having a lot of success this weekend with this. So, Thunder Dragon being your most represented deck, your second most represented being Goki. Now, the thing that I think threw a lot of wrenches in a lot of people's plans was the 6 Danger decks. Now, why is this important? So when you look at Danger's kind of been the missing link, and everybody knew that this deck was going to take off. I mean, if it was in the back of your mind, you knew it was going to be there. It just took another round of support. You know, Tsuchinoko, I don't even know if they played Thunderbird. I don't think they played Thunderbird. Maybe, I don't know. But you had all the hybrids actually present, including, but not limited to, the Spiral build. Like, when I find the Spiral deck list on the internet, or whenever it shows up, I'll try to publish it for everybody so they can get it. But in addition to the 6, one of them was playing the FTK. And I'd heard rumors about the FTK. I didn't really think much about it. I was just kind of like, oh, it's just kind of something cheeky that you can do with Firewall. You know, recently the TCG did not touch Firewall. Well, here we are. We have an FTK to deal with now. What was it? It was Jeff Jones playing it day 1. I think he got a 2-round bye? Yeah. Jeff had a 2-round bye going into the tournament. So we have Jeff Jones over here making it into Top Cut, or showing off that the deck is doing a lot of things. And I think it's really cool because the community, I didn't think really expected this. Like I said, outside of hearing about a little bit of it from Hunter Lloyd, just in casual discussion, talking about the meta a little bit, we didn't really, I don't know, it seemed gimmicky. And then when push comes to shove, you know, the community gets a chance to see this and they're like, oh my god, like, this is crazy, this has so much power. And, you know, now everybody's freaking out about getting an emergency ban list. So, let that be known. I don't think it's going to be the case of us getting an emergency list, but woe is me. Then we had 4 Sky Striker. Now, this is weird to me. I guess a lot of Sky Striker players just abandoned the deck and went on over to the Thunder Dragon side. I understand you want better consistency. You just want better overall results. So you go to the new best thing. People don't know how to play against it. People aren't signing for it. It's a good call, honestly. And I expected this to happen, honestly. You know, definitely, it's probably a good call for the event. Now, only 2 Altergeist. I've said Altergeist has the best Thunder Dragon matchup around. That still doesn't mean people are going to know how to play against it. You got to give these Altergeist players time to adjust. And with how diverse the meta is, I mean, Goki just gets shit on, or Goki shits on Altergeist, so that's another problem to deal with. And then we had Pendulum, Trickstar, Mech Knight, and Paleo as your rogue decks pushing through into top 32. A very, very diverse top cut. I am not disappointed in this, as I'm sure a lot of the other people aren't going to be extremely disappointed in this either. It just goes to show that when push comes to shove, people are innovating, and innovation is good in this game. Now, here was the kicker, though. Not only was that top 32, things got really interesting going into top 8. Whew. Top 8 was 4 Thunder Dragons, 1 Goki, 1 Danger Dark World, and 1 Paleo Frog. I have not heard this many cheers in a very long time from people wanting Paleo Frog to win. Now, normally I'm not a super huge fan of Paleo Frog. I don't know. The deck just seems too damn slow in my opinion. But to see all of these people this excited for this, it was really cool. And obviously, 4 Thunder Dragons representing in top 4. That's massive. And it's a little bit of a wee-woo going off in the back of my head. Just a little siren. But it wasn't too bad because once we got into top 4, we just... 3 Thunder Dragon decks gone. Alright? Top 4 was 1 Thunder Dragon, 1 Goki, 1 Danger Dark World FTK, and 1 Paleo Frog. Alright? You lost 3 Thunder Dragons in that transitional phase into top 4. That's amazing. I really like that. Now, of course, the finals was Goki versus Danger Dark World FTK. And from what I was told, Danger Dark World basically RNG'd itself, and the deck didn't get the chance to, you know, FTK your opponent. You know, Cannon Soldier and Firewall. So, what are we taking from this event? What are the important things here? Well, community's on very high alert right now. They are all freaking losing their shit because we have an FTK running around. Not everybody's going to know how to play the FTK yet. Calm down. We're predicted to get a ban list November, December, so don't worry about that. Does this possibly allure to Sky Striker not getting hit? I don't know. I don't think see, this is interesting. I think the deck to a degree needs to be touched, but if the rest of the meta is just power crap Sky Striker, I mean, it was relevant when they produced Danger that Danger was going to be a good deck. And unfortunately, because we didn't touch Cannon Soldier or the bigger Cannon Soldier, here we are in the TCG, we now have an FTK on our hands because the OCG already had touched these pieces so that they didn't have to worry about it. So now we're kind of sitting in a situation that we could have avoided by doing this, but it seems that the TCG doesn't like to touch pieces of cards until they actually become an issue, which is understandable. I don't want to Dougie too hard on the TCG for this, but if we had to deal with 4 weeks of an FTK, I'm not too worried about it. It just so happens that somebody figured out the formulae, and here we are sitting in a rather shitty situation because of it. So take it with a grain of salt. Don't get too angry that we have an FTK running around. I think it's better to explore these things, because at least, see it this way. This was a good mentality somebody brought up to me yesterday. It's okay to play the degenerate FTK if it helps contribute to getting it banned. If you want something taken care of out of the game, play it, do very well with it, bring it into the spotlight, show that it's a problem, like this, for example, and that shit gonna give bans so fast. Like, so congratulations to those of you that played Danger Dark World FTK. I think you're all going to help contribute to the ban of Cannon Soldier, because God knows we're not going to touch Firewall. That's just how this game works at this point in time. So guys, what do you think about the YCS? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And, well, I'm going to yikes myself out of existence now. Peace out. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.